Birmingham is one of the unique cities in England. It is located in the West Midland area of England, approximately 160 kilometers or 100 miles away from London. It is often referred to as the second city of the United Kingdom, as it is considered a major metropolitan in the heartland of England. What else? Birmingham is regarded as the largest city in the West Midlands region and the second most populous city in the UK after London. The city has a very rich history, a diverse population, and a thriving economy. Birmingham holds a significant place in the country's cultural, economic, and social landscape. Hence, it is not surprising it is getting attention with more and more people relocating to the city. So in this piece, we provide well-rounded information and all you need to know about living in Birmingham. Stay tuned. Let's start with the pros of living in Birmingham. Living in Birmingham comes with some exciting privileges. Here are some of the pros you need to be aware of. 1. Cost of living. First on the list is the cost of living. People generally tend to move from an area where the cost of living is not favorable to an area where the cost of living is favorable. If you are considering moving to Birmingham, I am glad to tell you that the cost of living in Birmingham is very favorable compared to many other cities in the UK. However, it's important to note that the cost of living can vary depending on individual circumstances and lifestyle choices. But on a general level, it is still better than most cities in the UK. You might be wondering what indices are used to arrive at this conclusion. Well, the indices used include housing cost. The cost of housing in Birmingham is quite lower than in cities like London, but may be higher than in some other regions of the UK. Also important to note that housing rental price is very fair and flexible. Transportation. Transportation cost is also an index that is factored in. The transportation cost in Birmingham City is affordable and decent in price compared to many other cities like London. Other indices of cost of living, like groceries, dining out, and entertainment, are also generally reasonable. Individual preference and taste can define people's experience, but overall, it is still fair compared to other cities. 2. City life without the price. Another advantage of living in Birmingham is that you get to enjoy city life without paying the price for it. Generally, people stay in cities because of the social amenities. And guess what? Birmingham is one of the high-profile cities in the UK. It is regarded as the second city in the United Kingdom. It has several city amenities that you can enjoy. Amenities such as good roads. Birmingham has good road networks that are well interconnected and rival many other cities. Shopping mall. Birmingham has one of the best shopping malls in the UK. You sure cannot miss anything you wish to get. The city is home to Bullring and Grand Central, one of the largest shopping centers in Europe, featuring a vast array of high street brands, designer stores, and independent boutiques. Additionally, the Jewelry Quarter is famous for its jewelry shops and unique artisan designs. Dining and entertainment. Birmingham also boasts of a vibrant dining scene with an extensive selection of restaurants, cafes, and bars, offering a variety of cuisines from around the world. The city is also known for its diverse entertainment options, including theaters, live music venues, comedy clubs, and cinemas. Other things to look forward to include parks and gardens, sports facilities, and many more. 3. Easy to find a job. The availability of jobs is another factor that makes people migrate or move from one city to another. That said, moving to Birmingham is surely a good and wise decision if you are in search of jobs. This is because Birmingham, as the second largest city in the United Kingdom, also has a diverse economy with industries, including manufacturing, finance, education, healthcare, and tourism. This means there are typically a variety of job opportunities available in the city. 4. Sports. Migrating to Birmingham comes with another extra incentive. You can get to enjoy the sporting facilities the city offers. Examples of these facilities include Birmingham Sports and Fitness Center. It is situated at the heart of the city. Offers modern sports amenities such as a gymnasium, swimming pool, squash courts, and fitness classes. Alexander Stadium. It is a popular athletic stadium in Perry Barr, is a renowned venue for track and field events. Eggbaston Cricket Ground. It is one of England's premier cricket venues. It often hosts domestic and international cricket matches. All of these mean you are never going to be bored staying in Birmingham. 5. Easy to connect to other countries. Another important factor that makes moving to Birmingham a good adventure is the ease of connecting to other countries in Europe. Birmingham as a city is located in the West Midlands region of England. Although it is not like London or Manchester, which have their own unique international transportation hubs, Birmingham still has its international airport anyways. The Birmingham Airport, BHX, offers a range of flights to various destinations around the world, making it possible to travel to other countries from Birmingham. The cons. Now that we have spoken about the pros of moving to Birmingham, it is important to point out the cons. While moving to Birmingham has some advantages, it sure has some disadvantages too. People often focus on the advantages, and then they forget the disadvantages. This ultimately leads them to experience something they never envisioned at all by the time they move into the city. To avoid this case, let's quickly point out the cons of staying in Birmingham. 1. Public transportation is not reliable. One of the first things to note if you are considering moving to Birmingham is the reliability of the public transport system. The public transport at times might not be reliable, and this might affect your expectation about the city. While it is true that the city has good extensive roads which are well interconnected, nevertheless, at times the public transportation system, particularly the bus system, might not be reliable, especially at some hours of the day. The city also battles traffic congestion, which slows the pace of movement. This traffic congestion can sometimes be frustrating at times, particularly when it is the rush hour of the day. 2. Poverty. Poverty is another issue that plagued Birmingham. While Birmingham is well known to be a prosperous economic city, there are still some challenges facing the city, particularly in the aspect of socio-economic factors like poverty. It is important to point out that the poverty level in Birmingham is not general, but restricted to some particular locations and the individuals involved. For instance, while there are high-paying jobs in the city, many individuals in the city are still underpaid. Also, some locations in the city still have issues with healthcare, education, and reduced quality of life. However, the city authorities are taking measures on the issue. 3. Traffic and parking. Just as mentioned earlier, the city has issues with the reliability of public transport. The city also has some issues with traffic and parking. Traffic and parking can be challenging in Birmingham, especially in the city center and other busy areas. The parking challenge is particularly serious during busy periods. It could sometimes be extremely difficult to get a parking space, particularly in the city center. On-street parking spaces are limited, and parking garages or lots are sometimes filled up quickly. Another issue with parking in the city is regulations. It is important to pay attention to parking regulations and restrictions. These can include time-limited parking regulations, permit zones, and parking charges. Failure to comply with parking regulations may result in fines or penalties, which might be costly. 4. Homelessness. It is also very important to note that homelessness is a serious issue in the city of Birmingham. Homelessness has risen significantly in recent times in Birmingham. Of course, homelessness in Birmingham is due to the large population in the city. Also, the city house prices are out of range for many people in the city. And so, moving into Birmingham will require that you sort out your accommodations to avoid a scenario of homelessness. In summary, Birmingham is a big city and it is no doubt relatively cheap. You can get to enjoy a lot there at a cheaper cost of living compared to other cities in England and Europe generally. However, it is important to note that the city also has its drawdown, and examining your options is a great way to go before making decisions. And all that we have done is to present to you the pros and the cons. That said, what do you think personally about staying in Birmingham based on what you have heard around here? Let's have your thoughts and opinions. That's all for today. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, and turn on the notification bell.